Yoda, mates, how have you been? I didn't get to reply to it, but yo, okay, we got to update people for what's been going on in Yoda land. He bought a boat.
What?
He bought a boat. He was talking about buying a boat on Twitter. He's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, mate, this is not gonna end well. And he's like, you know, you're right.
Was it like that meme? I should buy a boat.
And then he got one. He shaking my head.
Bye.
Thank you for joining me, Kur. I appreciate it. Shout out to Lord Loken for those Krupp pleases, for getting Krupp in here. But yes. Now we are fighting another series. NeO is currently going up against his opponent here. As you can see, as we are loading in, I believe this is a fresh series. Again, massive shout out to Ryu. He does move on to the next round, to the third round, but still waiting for his opponent. Still kind of chilling there. But here we are in this beautiful TvP, and spawning in the bottom right, we have the Peruvian Terran player. He is red, representing his new team Exxon. It is NeO. And spawning in the bottom left of Blackburn LE, we have the other Peruvian player. He is Protoss, representing team, I believe, Mama something. It is Angelnex. Yes, massive shout out to Yoda Slim, of course. We used to cast these events very frequently together. Battle of the Americas, Sentimiento Latino, and then Yoda got a job. Yoda's been working full-time throughout the week, and I mean, that does a lot to someone, you know. It does mean you have a lot less energy over the weekend and stuff like that. And of course, it's Friday in Americas, so yeah. From time to time, he also works on Fridays as well, so feels bad, man. Feels bad. But here we are in our next series. Okay, this here. I like cute short names like Egg. I mean, he's a good player, but we saw that other player with a short name, Ryu, was able to take him down. But we'll see how these two here go against each other. NeO is kind of the favorite, but Angelnex has been getting better and better as a player as time goes on. And honestly, I can't remember the last time I casted Angelnex. It's been a very long time. So we'll see what he has in store for us. I would imagine, you know, that it would be beneficial for him to go for something a little bit more cheesy. I saw someone was talking about that in the chat earlier, especially against someone like NeO, but we'll see. Also, I do want to respond to you, Heist, in the chat. He's asking if he can play in our bronze to diamond tournaments. You cannot, as we don't allow off racing. So if you did hit masters with a certain race, then you're masters in our eyes. We don't allow you to off race as, you know, as your Zerg or your Terran in our amateur events. We are very strict on that sort of thing. So yes, if you're wondering, we do run tournaments for bronze to diamond players, but yeah, we do have rules like that, restrictions like that. I got a boat. It's pretty cool, but I still can't can't catch fish. My Talca stand is doing good. I've been busy most weekends, and now I miss everyone at the CranKy Ducklings channel. Yeah. I mean, I've seen that you've been playing a lot of StarCraft, which is great. Yoda has been laddering pretty frequently, which is cool. But yeah, can't wait for the next time you jump on. He'll be back. Meanwhile, things are slowly going underway. We do see Angelnex, pretty standard Protoss things, right? He's going for Blink. You know, sometimes you have a couple of players that do go for Stargate openings instead with like Phoenixes or Oracles, but Angelnex being a little bit more standard. He is out here with a Stalker, just kind of maybe looking for a Proxy Starport. Proxy Starports can be a little bit common. So, you know, he's just making sure that nothing too crazy is going on. Meanwhile, oh my god, what is happening? NeO is going bio? I missed this completely. So we've casted a lot of NeO over the past couple of months, and he is a mech player, straight up. Through and through. He does nothing but mech in every single matchup, even against Protoss, even against Paco Mike, which we saw last week. But here he is playing bio. I say playing bio, this is very aggressive. He is going for a 3-racks. He is going to be going for a timing attack. He is working on his upgrades, working on +1, and this is going to hit very hard. If we look at Angelnex's vision, he has not seen this at all. He hasn't gone in with a hallucination, with an observer, with anything to see what his opponent's doing. And this is terrifying. He should be creating an observer soon, or a warp prism. There it is, an observer's on the way. So Angelnex can be aggressive with this, obviously. Like, he's going to be moving out with his Stalkers and potentially blinking into the main base. There is a spot that you can abuse here because the main is so big on Blackburn. But again, it's so important that he scouts this, that he knows what's happening. He's actually making 2 observers, no warp prism. Oh my god. So he's not looking to be aggressive at all. As he takes the 3rd base. Okay, this could be over for Angelnex. Because NeO's pushing out across the map, +1 is on the way. It's gonna finish up by the time, or by the time NeO hits the natural base. We already have a pretty solid bio army here. We'll see how good the micro is for Angelnex. He does have Blink. Oh. Ooh, just barely saves one of the Stalkers, just barely pulls back with it. Meanwhile, the rest of the bio army pushes on forward. We do have an aggressive Blink forward. I don't know if that was the right call. 3, 4 Stalkers immediately go down. Aye, Angelnex, please. As Angelnex loses almost like half of his Stalkers, another Stalker falls. Like, this Bioforce is looking to kill this 3rd base, and he should be able to get it. We'll see how good the macro is. You see if Angelnex can kind of slow things down. He's slowly picking away at this army. Uh-oh, loses another Stalker. And a couple more warp in, and it looks like Angelnex should just barely hold. Ooh. Things were looking scary. Things were looking terrifying when he aggressively blinked forward. Like, that was crazy. I don't know what was going through his mind when he did that. But Angelnex was able to defend, and that was a pretty big investment by NeO. What did NeO get for it? He lost 16 Marines and 2 Marauders for 8 Stalkers. That's not that great. Not at all. Like, he's working on a follow-up push. You can see how committed he is, by the way. He's got 2 more Raxes on the way. He is not looking to expand. He doesn't care about a 3rd base. He doesn't want a 3rd base. He's working on his production. He's got more medevacs on the way. Here comes the 2nd push. But as time has gone on, this is a little bit better for Angelnex, right? The Robotics Bay has finished. Now he's working on Colossus. He's gonna have 1 to defend, maybe 2. We'll see. Ooh, as I'm personally surprised. I thought NeO was going to just go across the map and continue with like some kind of, you know, this all-in essentially. But he is making a 3rd base behind this, and it does get spotted by Angelnex. I don't believe Angelnex saw the army moving out though, so we'll see if he's in. Oh, he's actually splitting up his Colossus. No, you need your Colossus to defend the 3rd. Oh god. Okay, scan gets used. He sees that there is nothing here. There's only 1 pylon powering these shield batteries. The pylon will be being focused down. Never mind, he goes for the shield battery instead. There it is, it does go down. The Colossus is so naked, he can stim and stutter step forward and snipe it, but he opts not to instead. He actually goes for the shield battery. The Colossus should fall, it should fall. One more. He gets it, but a 2nd Colossus pops out. Oh god, all of the Stalkers are falling. The Bioforce is getting into the mineral line. He's trying to focus down that 3rd base, but the charge lots come in. And with these charge lots, finally there is a buffer for the Colossus. And again, Angelnex holds. My god. The ladder is hell if anyone has tried it recently. I mean, I'm still struggling with my ZVP, but that's always the case. It's always the case. Oh boy. But yeah, honestly, Angelnex did a really good job holding there. It is unfortunate that he did lose one of his Colossus, but what matters is that he stayed alive. Sure, he lost 11 probes, but you know, he's still ahead in the workers. Again, NeO wasn't really focusing on his worker production for a long time, so he is behind economically. He still has a pretty strong army, like that's something that he's always had. And there we go, round 3, let's go. Like if it doesn't work the first time, just try again. And try again. And you know, if you're NeO, eventually it will work. We'll see. Meanwhile, we have a long distance mining the gold base. I love it, from Angelnex. Eventually he's looking to expand there, but here comes the bio army. Angelnex does see the rocks going down, but does he see it though? Is he aware? It looks like he is moving his army over. Does he have enough here? He only has 2 Colossus. Storm is done, but there are no High Templar. Ay. And if he did have some High Templar, if he did have those storms, then I would think that he could hold here. But without it, it's going to be so difficult. He is warping in a lot of Zealots though. Like, Jesus Christ. There it is. He warps in a High Templar as well. He needs a little bit of time though. He needs time to gather that energy for those storms. Meanwhile, we just see the tanks are leapfrogging forward a little bit at a time. And this could force Angelnex in. He does push on forward. Oh, interesting hold position with those Zealots. He doesn't commit to any kind of attack. More High Templar are being morphed in. They still don't have enough energy for a storm, but they only need a little bit more time. They're almost ready. Oh, we're gonna see a storm. We're gonna see it. He has the energy. Go for it, mate. As the Zealots are all going down. The High Templar are going down as well. He only has 2 remaining, and he still hasn't stormed, mate. Go, oh no! Finally, he gets a storm off, but it's too late. Everything's dead. Ay. 3 High Templar, but only 1 storm. GG gets called. And NeO takes game number 1. Also, shout out to Dastan in the chat. Dastan, for those wondering, of course, he's a Chilean Protoss player, and he has been a regular here for a while. He has been competing for a long time, but right now he's working on his exams. I believe his exam is coming up like in a week or 2, to finish up his studies. Like he's already at the end. So yeah, Dastan, he's focusing on that. So I don't blame him. I don't blame him. But of course, don't forget to exclamation mark Funada Dastan in the chat. Always. But Angelnex, he was so close. So close to holding. Oh, and apparently that was game 2. I didn't really know what the score was going into it, but it looks like now we are going to be getting into NeO versus the Zerglord. That is what I was waiting for.